So,
Welcome, folks, to the latest edition of jbassers Exposed Vet Productions on this beautiful November 20th, 2025. I mean, it's a pretty out there. Let the rains get everything looking so shiny, and it looks like it's ice. But hey, we take what we can get because what else can we do, right? Mr. Cobb is my co-host, but he is on assignment tonight, so I have got Mr. Barry Fraley. Hey, Barry, how are you doing tonight?
I'm trying to stay warm down here. It's we got a little cold snap with that rain, but it's all good. It's been a nice week, really.
Yeah, well, we're a little chilly up here too, man. But I mean, it's gonna warm up next day or so. But it's been rain, rain, rain last few days. It just sucks. So, but it'll get worse and get better. It'll warm up about March. Hmm.
Well, you
Anyhow,
can't do anything about it. So
okay, Barry.
that's,
Anyhow, we're going to discuss something tonight, guys. We're gonna take a break from bashing the VA and complaining about this or that, or teaching people about the benefits and claims and things like that. We're going to change up a little bit, and we're going to do something that I think is important for all veterans, not just 100% permanent total veterans. Of course, they've got some, extra issues. But next week is Thanksgiving, so I hope you got your turkey in the fridge or plucked and ready to go. Then coming up right around the corner, you're going to have Christmas and New Year's. So this time of year, um, could turn into be a kind of an expensive adventure, for the veteran, especially, if you're just a veteran that's on a VA check, you're considered on a fixed income because they fix it for you, that you have a certain amount and that's it. So, you have to pinch pennies if you can and spend where you can and do away with what you don't need. So I want to go through some things tonight to help the guys out. Um, it's pretty pretty much cut and dry. Y'all need a pen and paper though, because there's some things that I want to write down that I need you to write down so you can follow some of these pointers that I'll tell you about. Um, First thing I want to tell you is either have a smartphone or a computer, which everybody's got a smartphone nowadays. I know if you folks got the old flip phones, but or a computer with Wi-Fi access, the internet, and you got that. And what you need to do is go into a website called ID.me, ID.me. Go in there and look. And what you do is you pull out your credentials, you register for that site, and you show them your credentials. And basically, they tag you and they say, okay, you're verified. Once you do that, just put the information where you log in, things like if ID.me, and put it up somewhere safe. Write it down or put it up or put it in your cloud or whatever, somewhere safe where they can't be hacked into. Then you start looking, what this is good for. You can use ID.me to actually log into VA.gov, in the VA sites. If you can't remember your VA.gov passwords, and you can use ID.me. Anything you see like a discount for, like, say, for example, Chrysler for Stellantis, I guess they call it. And say they offer a $500 discount on a vehicle purchase. Well, they're not going to give it to you unless you go into ID.me and get a little number. They give you the number and you give it to them, then they'll give you the discount. Still saves money, in the long run. Uh, Everybody needs an ID.me account because that's one of the base verification things they use to verify who you are, especially in the computer, because you can't show them your regular ID. Um, all these companies through ID.me, you can look online and they can show you every discount they've got. And you can go there and it'll tell you, you can look up whatever you need and look at the discounts. And if you want to buy something, if you're looking for something and you want to save money, that's what you do. Uh, I'm thinking the best discount. You got to realize, Christmas is coming up and things like that. But if you are going to make a big ticket purchase, for yourself or for somebody like that, um, say you want to buy your wife a new television, or you want to buy yourself a new television, but say you got it for your wife, kind of like a fishing bow I bought a few years ago. Just kidding.
For your wife.
Yeah. Mhm. What you do is there's two websites. The first website is called Shop My Exchange. It's the exchange website. Army's Air Force Exchange, APs. Like Barry knows this place pretty well because he probably drives by one every day, don't you, Barry?
Well, I make it a point to try to get by them when I can.
Hmm. Well, these places, the Army Air Force Exchange, or if you're a Navy vet near a Navy base, the Navy Exchange. Basically, it's the
Right.
same joint, just different management and a little bit of different inventory. You can get online and you can buy anything on that website you want, as long as you use the ID me and put you in there. They'll let you in, pick what you want, you can order it, and usually it's no shipping and things like that and to your house. And but the biggest advantage of that is no sales tax. So, for example, say I buy a $1,300 TV, and I look at the TV online and I see how much it is, the same model number, and I go to Costco and look at their TV and see the same model number. The TV could be the exact same price, or within close proximity to each other. And it depends on what the sales tax is in your state. Depends how much money you save. So it's the same price. You're still getting the TV for the same price, but you're saving money because you're not paying the sales tax. If they ship it to you free, it's no big deal. But say you get a $2,500 TV, that's giving you sales tax of 6%. What's 6% of $2,500? That's gas money.
Yeah, and
That's one way.
it's 9.5% in Tennessee. So, if
Yeah.
you get an ID me discount, you probably get a 10% discount with that, and then 10% on your tax. That's
Hmm.
20%
Yeah.
or 19.5%, so that adds up.
Yeah. It is. It all saves money. Uh, but that's where you do most of your Christmas shopping, things like that. Of course, now most people want to use Amazon, but Amazon don't offer military discounts. If they did,
Right.
they would be, everybody be out of business. And we love Amazon. I mean, Amazon's on my street 3 days a week, or 3 times a day. I'm sorry. We have a little quiet site. You see those little electric trucks, beep beep beep.
Do you have
Hmm.
those up there now?
Yeah, they got them up here now, ain't they, honey? Anyhow, now I want to tell you, sticking with the exchange and the Navy Exchange. If you go on their website, you look down, you see a thing called Marketplace. The Marketplace is a list of stores that have an agreement with the exchanges that you're allowed to shop that store. They've got automotive parts, they've got there's sporting goods and things like that. And you can look that up and you can check through there. And when you buy something, it goes into your Navy exchange card, which is good. I mean, you can look at anything you want. It's a little bit pricey sometimes, but still, it's going to save you money in the long run. Uh, this is a new thing. It's not very old. Only been out a few months that I can see. Both the Navy Exchange and the AFES Exchange, Armed Forces Exchange, have a new marketplace store. It's called Home Depot. So if you're looking for a new appliance, or if you're looking for anything that Home Depot has that's on the site, say you and the wife take you a trip to Home Depot and walk around the store. If you're looking for something, look around, look for it. Pick out the model number you want, things like that. take a picture with your cell phone or write down the information on the tag. You get the label. You get the part number, the item number, what you need. You write all this stuff down, get enough pictures, you write it on a list, and when you get home, you fire up the old interweb. You plug in the Navy Exchange or the Army Exchange. You log into it under ID Me, put in there. You click on the Home Depot. It says shop. You click on the shop button. You go up. It pulls Home Depot's website up on the exchange part of it. You go up there in the top and start entering numbers. Okay, it pulls that number up. You add the cart. Go to the next thing, look at it, add the cart. Next thing, add the cart. It'll total it all up nice and pretty for you, and you realize, well, God, this is $6,000. We realize you look at it, and all of a sudden you see your Home Depot price versus your Navy Exchange price is another 10% off of it, right? And then you realize there's no sales tax on it because when it goes back to the Navy Exchange cart, the sales tax is off of it. That saves you almost what, $900 right there, isn't it? Next thing you know, you hit it, and you pay for it, and a couple of days later, this big truck pulls up, and all your appliances have been showed up to your front door. You go there and buy it, you're going to pay shipping. They're going to charge you the delivery fee. You know that? That's another what? $120, $150?
Probably 150. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do. Even you can buy any big ticket item or anything you need in that store. But if you need it quick, you got to go in and get it. I wish they had an option where you could do that and let the store hold it and you go pick it up. I'd like to see that option available for people to do that. And but they're cracking down. Lowe's is starting to crack down on these 10% discounts they're giving out because they've had, what I understand, they've had a lot of vets that own businesses and certain businesses, like maybe they're builders or remodeling things like that. So they're using their discount to buy their lumber and things like that. They're buying it by the ton, and so and I see a lot of
Yeah.
places are actually.
Home Depot's
Go
got a
ahead.
cap now on your military discount if you use it. It cuts you off at some amount,
That's five
so
hundred
you
bucks,
can't use it.
but
I,
you go to the exchange, that's different.
right.
Yeah. So, but I'm beginning to see certain things too. They're starting to split hairs again on percentages. So they'll start offering discounts to a certain state. The veteran's 100% permanent total vet versus whatever lower percentages. I'm seeing to start to get back on that kick again. You know, and there's a lot of places doing that right now. You have to be a total. They're wanting to see active duty military, retired military, or 100% total disabled veteran. That's all they want really to see. Some stores are doing that now. Um, a lot of automotive companies offer a discount like that, but it has to be the same way. You have to be retired, and some places you just say 20-year retired and active duty. That's it. They could care less if you're a veteran or not. They tell you to go pound sand. So, but
Hmm.
we can tell them the same thing. Who's your competition? Okay, we'll be over there shopping. So this is all about saving money. You can still save 10% at Lowe's, but you can't do it on appliances or lumber because they take it off of it. Um, Home Depot and Lowe's are basically the same, very similar stores. Most of the stuff's made, overseas. A lot of stuff made in China. Um, there's other stores out there too that I don't know if they offer military discounts or not, but there's one's called Menards. It's up in the Central area. You've seen a Menards store, right?
They
Menards.
we don't have any down here. The closest one's probably southern Indiana. They're up towards
Mhm.
Atterbury, but
We
they're
got
they're good
one.
stores.
We got one south of here a little way. No, they put it in here last year. and it's a busy store. They put it right across from Lowe's.
Oh, just
Uh, it's a darn good store, guys. Menards gives you an 11% discount on everything you buy. And you do that, and you send a little card into, and they'll send you the thing back, and you got to go. Then it saves you money off what the next thing you buy. So if people buy something like that, save some money. But pretty good store. They sell everything, just about furniture and everything. It's a pretty good store. I don't know if they offer military discount or not,
mhm.
but Walmart, they don't really offer much military discounts. Walmart's Walmart. Um, Most of the toy stores have gone
They're
under.
yeah, they're not around now. Walmart's really good to our veteran organizations here. They'll
Hmm.
donate pork butts and stuff, and
Hmm.
you know, they limit you to so much by department. But if we've got some good managers, and so they'll go to different departments and get whatever we need. So they've been real good to the veterans organizations, but they don't give you a
Yeah.
discount if you're just in there retail.
Well, yeah, but you're looking too. I mean, you're talking about stuff like the VFW and things like that, and
Right.
different organizations. Yeah, okay. So like, yeah, I could see them doing that. I mean, that's basically that's a tax deduction in many ways in a corporate situation. So that's pretty good,
It
really good.
Yeah, it is. But they'll give us pork butts if we're having a barbecue for picnic or
Mhm.
whatever. So
Oh my
uh,
goodness. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Now I like that pulled pork. That's good stuff.
yeah, they
Mhm.
gave us we had a uh, we always feed there after our Veterans Day commemoration we have here. We always feed everybody lunch that wants to come out, and they donated
Mhm.
5 pork butts, for us to cook for that. Got them from Walmart, and then Food City does good sometimes too. They help us and the Legion both.
Mhm.
But like you said, you're not going to get a discount if you walk in there just an individual to buy anything.
Mhm. Yeah, I've been in the Food City in Alabama. I ain't been one in Tennessee. We don't have any up here, and the only store down south that's encroaching up here is Publix. They're coming up here now.
Oh, are they?
And, yeah, and we got two of them now. One built, one's being built. And, of course, this is Kroger country, so everybody up here's got that Kroger Plus card.
Right.
It's a kind of a brainwash card. They think you make you saving money on gas, but their gas is usually 40 cents a gallon higher than everybody else. So what are you saving?
Uh,
It's like Speedway. I call that Greedway. Hmm.
uh,
So, I
uh,
like saving money though, guys. I mean, I'm kind of thrifty in that way. If you try to get more bang for your buck, and do what you can do, save what you can, and
but that
you
ID
don't even
me,
put.
that ID me changed. Really, even if you're not planning on saving money, you need to get that because
Mhm.
now VA.gov really the only way you can get on there is ID me or the DS logon if you don't have a CAC. So, and that DS logon is aggravating because you have to have a 15 character password and you have to change it every 60 days and you can't remember it.
Well, they got
This ID
the.
me, like you said, you can
Mhm.
use it there are a lot of, you can buy motorcycle parts. A lot of retailers, you just log in with that ID me and you get automatic free shipping and discounts like at J&P
Mhm.
Cycles and places like that. And then you can add on Rakuten or something and get a extra check. I got a check today for $20 from them for buying some Harley parts online and got my
Well,
discount plus got it. So uh, you just have to shop around, make it work. But that the ID me, the IRS is even using that now. So if you go on to pay your
they're using
taxes
that.
or
Yeah.
have to do stuff, so that's
Yeah.
a good thing to have, even just across the board.
With the. Well, let's see. No, I'm talking about the government. What's that? I mean, you can also go on VA.gov on your computer or
Right.
on the app. You got the app? Have you got the app, Barry?
I use the app.
VA.gov app? Okay, because I use it for my
I
mileage.
do it both.
You send, it's quicker
Yeah,
that
I do
way.
it both ways. I've got the
Hmm.
app or I'm on my computer. It depends on. It's a little easier if you try and set up an appointment or get some records on your computer. But the only thing you either have to use a fingerprint or you got to have
Hmm.
dual authentication. So I just get them to text me a code every time I
Okay.
log on and put that code in.
Uh, well, send there though, if you got, I mean, you can do ID me to get on the VA.gov website, but you can also use not the DS logo, but the other one. Um,
Well, I think
huh?
they cut the other one out.
Yeah, login.gov.
I think they cut
It's
it out the first of November.
now what's going out is DS logon.
Oh, is it?
DS
Okay,
is
I had
going,
them
yeah.
back.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
you go ahead and create your login.gov account. You got to take a picture of your ID and you're going to send it, you're going to upload it in the computer so they can look at it and put it in there. And they'll put you in that way. Uh, Save the information somewhere else in the cloud or whatever, it's safe. That is your key to every government website. So if you want to get into it, like for example, Social Security, the IRS, anything like that, where you need to, where you want to look, like find my, like what's it called, my Social Security account, my Social Security.gov, or
Mhm.
my IRS account, things like that. You can pay your taxes or whatever you do. Um, the Office of Personnel Management. Say you're a federal employee, you want to go in there and do some stuff. You want to open season, you got to change your insurances and things like that. Uh, Medicare, if you want to change my Medicare, you want to, make your different decisions. Uh, ID Me can still get into most of those sites, which is okay. That's a good backup to have. That's what ID Me is, a really good backup. So, I mean, but you can save money with ID Me. Um, there's all kinds of stuff. In veterans organizations too, you look at this too. You've got like the DAV, you got the VFW, the American Legion, things like that. Everybody's got their own membership criteria and things like that. They also have, I guess, riders, a company to save money. They give you discounts like motels and things like that, rent a car. You used to have a lot more things have changed since COVID and everything else. People started, companies
Yeah.
started losing a lot of money. But mhm, let's see. Another benefit, ID Me again. You folks that use Apple products, what kind of phone you got, Barry?
I'm all Android and Windows. I don't have any Apple.
He don't have Apple. He must have bit the
No.
worm in two. I don't know what he did. Let me go on a limb here. Do a search in your search engine on your computer. Type in Apple military. It'll pop up. You confirm yourself with ID Me. When you do that, confirm yourself with ID Me. It pulls you into Apple's site. It shows all their stuff at your military price. They give you a discount on everything in the store. So if you're older, your new iPhone, you pick it out what you want to do or whatever, your phone. You look at the prices and things like that, and you put it together. If you got one to trade in, you put the trade in information, serial number on there. And you get done, add the bag. And then you have a choice of having it shipped to your house, sent to you, or you can pick it up at a store, an Apple store, which I don't know. You got an Apple store in Murfreesboro? You know of?
I, I don't even know
Or
where the
Huntsville?
closest one is.
I think it's in
Probably
Huntsville.
Huntsville.
Hmm. And how far is that? About what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, about 45, for about 40 miles.
Okay. That'd be too bad, would it? We got one here. It's about 20 minutes across town. So, but the traffic here's so bad though. 20 minutes, you can go 10 miles here, it's still not getting nowhere. We got the Harvey Wallbangers driving school. We got the Rec Central. We've got This place is built after a big circle going around the city. The road goes around the city, and it's called New Circle Road. Well, basically, it's built after Indianapolis Speedway because it's about the same size as it, and everybody's going around at 160 mile an hour. You try to get on there. And you ever seen a double diamond crossover, Barry? Hmm. You still with us, Barry? Anyhow, that's the way to save money on phones. And I don't know if mhm, there's a discount. If you like clock shopping for clothes and you want to buy Christmas gifts for the kids or whatever in the clothing store, take your ID card, go to Lowe's or Kohl's and shop on Monday. What's the discount on the Kohl's? 15%. Is that over and above the Kohl's bucks and things like that? Okay. That's an additional 15%. So if you got Lowe's cash or what they call it, Lowe's bucks or whatever, you can save a lot of money there too. Or Kohl's bucks, I'm sorry. That'll save you money too for Christmas shopping. Doesn't do a whole lot for toys and things like that. The big electronic stores. Mm. Target's got a couple of good deals. You check with them. I mean, they've got a $50 coupon with a verified military ID when you sign up for Target Red Card. You might be able to use that to do some shopping for the kids. Um, as far as we got travel information. Uh, you can go to Disney, you can go to SeaWorld, just look them up, look for military discounts. Not as good as they used to be. Back when my son was young, we'd go to Disney. We got the military tickets for $99. Now they're a lot more expensive than that, aren't they? But they offer discounts, SeaWorld, things like that. If you want to take the kids down there for the winter time for Christmas. It's expensive though. I guess they black Christmas out, the dates and stuff because it's so crowded. Um, Carhartt clothing, like Carhartt jackets and clothes and jeans, you get 15% off. Just go to the website, ID me, Carhartt website, sign in, log into it, and you can buy what you want and you get their discount. That's year round too. So right. I'm just thinking of the big stuff, the save the biggest amount of money. That's what we do. But that's really about all we have tonight, guys. We were going to discuss this other stuff too, but we got some technical problems going on right now. Um, yeah, yeah, well, that's true too. We'll talk about Verizon. You get 25% off of all accessories and things like that. Verizon, just go over there and do your ID me with them, and they'll hook you up. You got to be the veteran to do that though. And unless you're a federal employee, you get the federal employee discount too. But I mean, it's all the same. So that's pretty cool. Most companies will offer that. T-Mobile's got its own veterans program, which is it's pretty good. It all depends on where you're at in the country as to what coverage is what. Some are better than others in some places. Some are better than other places. So, and which you go to Apple, buy that phone, and then take it over to Verizon and get it activated. Or they can probably activate it right there at Apple. But Verizon will charge you a fee of what do you call that? Activation fee. So more bang for your buck, folks. More bang for your buck. Mhm. But I hate to have a short show today, guys, but we're going to go ahead and shut her down. I hope this information was informative. And next week, we're going to have the one and only Mr. Alex Graham. He's always a big hit. And we're going to do the show will be next Wednesday because Thursday during this time we usually sleep after eating all this turkey. So I'm not going to stop that tradition at all. So this is John. We'll be shutting her down for now. We'll see you next week.